This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. We are a week straight now of seeing more than 2,000 new confirmed COVID cases.
State and county health officials recorded 2,168 new cases today, which puts the state's lifetime total at 122,529. Since the start of the month, Wisconsin has seen an additional 45,000 cases, including 200 deaths. Right now, more than 21,000 cases remain active throughout the state. In an attempt to help track and mitigate the spread of COVID-19 in communities, DHS has announced it will add new data and guidance on its website. Among the new additions are a set of charts showing the 7-day percent positive of tests by day and tests by person. DHS officials say the 7-day average percent positive by person is now at 17.2%.
Most school districts in Wisconsin are able to choose if they teach kids in person or virtually. Teachers from Madison and Milwaukee want to stop that statewide.
As we hit a record high in deaths today, teachers' unions are making demands to the state DHS to act now. Adam Duxter spoke with union leaders today and joins us now with what they want to see. Adam?
Union leaders say they're acting as a part of a national day of action with teachers unions from around the country, and their message is clear. They want DHS Secretary Designee Andrea Palm to close all schools, both public and private K through 12, as well as colleges and universities throughout the state of Wisconsin until the spread of coronavirus starts to slow down. Now, representatives from Milwaukee and Madison spoke today and say the act of holding in-person learning is a public health risk. They're demanding Secretary Palm take action by the end of the week.
We cannot rely on individuals to make good decisions in a pandemic. It requires a systemic response. This is why we have government, it's why we pay taxes, and it's why we have elections.
Union leaders say in order to reopen schools, they would want to see at least 3 consecutive weeks of declining coronavirus cases, as well as a drastic slow in community spread. Now, we did contact both the DHS as well as schools in our viewing area that are still holding in-person learning, but either did not hear back or were told they had no comment for us today.
Adam Duxter live tonight. Adam, thank you. CBS News has learned the White House and Dr. Deborah Birx pressured the CDC to downplay the risk of coronavirus in children as the Trump administration pushed to reopen schools. One former CDC official told CBS News the White House was, quote, slicing and dicing data to fit their narrative.
It was people within the White House specifically tasking more junior level staff to try to find alternate data that fit the narrative that they wanted, which was it only affects, people above the age of 75, and it doesn't affect younger school children. It was all part of the narrative of we need to open up these schools. We need to open them up now.
Now, in a statement, the White House told CBS News, quote, President Trump relies on the advice of all of his top health officials who agree that it is in the public health interest to safely reopen schools and that the relative risks posed by the virus to young people are outweighed by the risks of keeping children out of schools indefinitely.
Patients are filling Wisconsin hospitals, forcing doctors to transfer patients and build waiting lists as COVID-19 surges across the state. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports hospitals in Green Bay, Wausau, and the Fox Valley are being overwhelmed. Officials at Bellin Hospital in Green Bay say their facility is at 94% capacity. Aspirus Healthcare says its Wausau Hospital has seen a 30% jump in COVID-19 patients between Monday and Tuesday.
A cool fall day with some scattered showers around the area. Let's get your first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Yeah, Dave, very similar to the last couple of days. Temperatures are actually a couple degrees milder in most areas today just because we've had a little more sunshine mixed in with the clouds. There's a live view from the Edgewater Skycam in downtown Madison. You can see some patches of blue along with the clouds that are overhead in much of southern Wisconsin. Visible cloud track shows the scattered nature of the clouds. There are some thicker buildups where there are some showers, even a couple of thunderstorms, then also some sunshine peeking through between the clouds. Most of the thunderstorm activity is back toward the Twin Cities, but here in southern Wisconsin, we've got some scattered showers. Looks like a couple of flashes of lightning at times over Green Lake County. Other than that, we expect just some scattered showers tonight. Low temperatures this morning, 30s north and east of Madison, generally low to mid 40s elsewhere. We'll see temperatures actually a degree or two warmer than that in most areas tonight. Temperatures right now, middle 50s in Madison, some 60s to our south and west where there's a little bit more sunshine. But alert days are in the forecast, not only for Saturday morning, but we've added one for Friday morning for the potential for frost with low temperatures in the middle 30s. Tomorrow morning will be in the middle 40s. We'll see some scattered showers, especially tomorrow morning. Otherwise, look for a cool day tomorrow with a high of 53. If you like milder weather, there is hope on the horizon, but you'll have to wait till next week. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. 7 people have been shot and wounded. This was an apparent drive-by shooting outside a Milwaukee funeral home. Officials say the 7 victims include both males and females between the ages of 24 and 48. All victims said to be in stable condition. Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett called the shooting, quote, an example of the insanity we're seeing with the number of guns on Milwaukee streets.
We're seeing way too much of that in this community this year. After 4 consecutive years of reductions in homicides and non-fatal shootings, this year we have seen a dramatic increase here in the city of Milwaukee, and it is not acceptable to me. It's not acceptable to the residents of this city, and I know it's not acceptable to the police chief and the members of the police department.
Our prayers are with the victims and their family members during this terrible time. This is an untenable situation. This brazen act that was done in broad daylight is just unacceptable in our city.
Cedric Guy, the owner of Serenity Funeral Home, said there were about 100 mourners at the funeral home at the time. They were there for the funeral of Braxton Taylor, the 26-year-old victim of a September 17th shooting.
Authorities in California say they have arrested a man in connection with the shooting of 2 LA County Sheriff's deputies as they sat in their squad car.
Today, my office charged Deontay Murray with 2 felony counts of willful, deliberate, and premeditated attempted murder of a peace officer.
Deontay Murray was arrested 2 weeks ago in connection with a separate carjacking where he allegedly shot the driver of the car. The deputy suffered critical wounds in the September 12th shooting. It was recorded by surveillance video. They have since been released from the hospital and are recovering at their homes.
One of the 3 suspects involved in the shooting death of 11-year-old Anissa Scott in Madison has entered a plea. Court records show 17-year-old Jerry Ward stood mute as the court entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. He's charged with first-degree intentional homicide and attempted first-degree intentional homicide as party to a crime. Perry Carrion and Andre Brown have also been charged. The $1.5 million cash bail continues. A federal appeals court has declined a request by Republicans to suspend a ruling that would allow absentee ballots to be counted in Wisconsin for 6 days after Election Day. The Republican National Committee, state GOP party, and Republican-controlled legislature today asked the 7th District U.S. Court of Appeals to keep the ruling on hold. They want the Wisconsin State Supreme Court to address a separate question of whether the legislature has standing to sue in this case. The appeals court denied that motion just hours later without comment.
Well, several things President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden said during last night's debate were either partially untrue or flat out false.
From the White House, Paula Reed offers a fact check beginning with election integrity.
President Trump made several claims without evidence to support them about election integrity in Tuesday's debate, including this one.
Take a look at West Virginia, mailmen selling the ballots. They're being sold. They're being dumped in rivers.
That statement is false. Earlier this year, a West Virginia mailman pleaded guilty to attempted election fraud after changing the party affiliation on 5 ballot request forms from Democrat to Republican. But there is no evidence that this is widespread. And when asked about the devastating wildfires in California,
every year I get the call, California's burning. California's burning. If that was cleaned, if you had forest management, good forest management, you wouldn't be getting those calls.
The truth is, scientists have said higher temperatures, stronger winds, and drier conditions caused by climate change are the real reasons why they have been worse this year. We should also point out that the federal government owns and controls nearly 60% of forests in California, which would make forest management a federal issue in many cases. Meanwhile, former Vice President Biden made this claim about manufacturing.
Because what he did, even before COVID, manufacturing went in the hole.
Manufacturing went in a hole.
We found that to be false. The Trump administration actually added around 443,000 manufacturing jobs from January 2017 to this February before the pandemic hit. And on a plan for how to handle the pandemic,
Between 750 and 1,000 people today are dying. When he was presented with that number, he said it is what it is. The president has no plan. He hasn't laid out anything.
That is also not entirely true. While President Trump has been criticized for his coronavirus response, his administration has announced plans on how to distribute 150 million rapid COVID-19 tests and a vaccine once it is available.
The Trump campaign insists this morning that the president succeeded in his mission of laying out his agenda and trying to trip up his rival, though some of his allies say that his aggressive behavior may have at times undercut his appeal. And that's what we see reflected in our polls this morning. Shows that most viewers were annoyed while they were watching this and found the overall tone to be negative. Paula Reed, CBS News, the White House.
Meanwhile, the Presidential Debate Commission says it will make changes to future debate formats to avoid a repeat of that disjointed first meeting between the president and former Vice President Biden. The commission said it would announce its changes shortly. Both campaigns say they expect to attend future debates.
The Badger State Bike and Pedestrian Bridge in Fitchburg is now open. The new bridge is located on McKee Road. It's part of the Verona Road-McKee Road construction project, which costs over $10 million. Users say the 121-foot bridge enhances safety for bicyclists in the area.
Opening this new bridge is a fitting last event for Cycle September in Fitchburg. It encourages residents to step up their riding for all the health, environmental, and economic benefits, and foremost for the fun of it.
5 state trails converge in Fitchburg.
Wanakee is remembering a special member of their community. Norman Wildis worked as a crossing guard at Heritage Elementary School for 13 years before passing away in July. The community wanted to create and dedicate a bench in his memory, so they raised more than $3,000 in just 24 hours.
Not only did we raise enough money for the bench, but we were blessed to have J.P. Cullen donate a time and materials to put down the concrete pad, which again was it just shows, you know, what a positive impact he had, where people were asking, how can we help be part of this?
And the bench was built in a place where Norman always used to stand every single day.
Still ahead tonight on News 3 Now at 5, a Madison school district employee is doing something good for students as they learn from home. We'll tell you what she's doing for them coming up at 6. And also at 6, a wedding dress that sat in a closet for more than 70 years is getting new life. How it's being used to comfort grieving families. That's ahead at 6. The market's climbing in midweek trading. The Dow jumps 329 points. The NASDAQ up 82. The S&P 500 added 27.5. We'll be right back.
Through Monday at Ashley Home Store, pay just $1 down for complete rooms full of furniture. Interest-free for 5 years. Seriously, just $1 required at checkout. Plus, save up to 50% off clearance items while they last. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Steel roofing from Menards stands up to the worst Mother Nature can dish out. It resists hail, up to 200-mile-an-hour winds, and snow and ice simply slide off. Menards Steel Roofing has a lifetime warranty and is the choice of more and more homeowners in the Midwest because it's the last roof they'll ever need. Available in the store or on Menards.com. All steel roofing is 11% off. Save with 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Donald Trump is lying again. Joe Biden will not raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000. Biden will close tax loopholes for big corporations. Trump's tax cut giveaway exploded our debt, so he's threatening Social Security and Medicare. Biden will make the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share, so we can protect Social Security and Medicare and invest in schools and health care.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. Mad City Baths wants to install our one-day bath and shower systems in real homes at special savings. Transform your bathing experience with a new bath, tub to shower conversion, or walk-in tub. Mad City Baths is Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Time's running out this month to be one of 50 homeowners who save with 75% off labor, plus 60 months no interest. You'll get a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with purchase, and we'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Zip code and location are important. More than 50 will call, so don't miss out. Throughout Madison and South Central Wisconsin, dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Through Monday at Ashley Home Store. Pay just $1 down for the best sleep of your life. You pay just $1 at checkout for any mattress in our lineup. Seriously. Plus, savings up to 55% off. And no interest financing for up to 6 years. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Hi, everyone. Hattie's got her eyes on a very chilly weekend and the possibility of our first frost.
And Wisconsin election officials will give us an update on how many absentee ballots for November's election have already been returned.
That and more Thursday morning on News 3 Now.
Trust us to get it right.
To keep you prepared.
When severe weather is on the way.
And your family's safety is on the line.
Our team and technology are ready to help you stay safe.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. You can take a laptop or a tablet just about anywhere to learn virtually, but it's also nice to actually have a workspace.
Dozens of students in Madison now have one of their own. Jamie Perez shows us who they have to thank for that.
No, teacher, we go like this to go in our Zoom classes.
Even for a 7th grader, Jakyla Powers finds virtual learning challenging.
It's very much hard.
She spent weeks lying on her bed doing schoolwork.
And it was just something that just wasn't sustainable. Like for the entire year, for her to be like crunched over her nightstand or on her bed trying to do virtual learning.
But now,
and on Wednesdays, it like give us a to-do list.
She has a dedicated workspace of her own, crafted in a workshop of Jocelyn Lipinski's own.
I built a desk, and then I built another one, and then I built more.
Lipinski is a former teacher who's worked with the MMSD school district for a dozen years. This year is different than most.
It always feels like it's a chance to do the right thing and to help kids, you know, find success and do what they want. And the way the world is right now, can't think of anything else I'd rather do.
Lipinski spends several hours a day building desks out of old wood pallets to give to families in need for free.
I don't know who they are. I just know that they're families that need desks.
She says she can make about 6 desks every night by herself, eventually dropping them off at students' homes, like the one Jakyla now uses for virtual learning.
I want to thank Jocelyn and her family for taking the time to make this and give them out and being so generous and dropping them off to students.
So it really helped to have the desk to just be a space where she can sit and focus.
Lipinski knows the desks aren't perfect, but they're a tangible way to connect with students at a time when that kind of connection is hard to reach.
It feels like the right thing to do. If I have the talent to do it, I'd like to do it because this time is so hard.
In Madison, Jamie Perez, News 3 Now.
Way to go, Jocelyn. Her desks have ended up with students from as far away as Wausau. If you'd like to request a desk or you'd like to donate so that she can make more of them for others in need, she's asking you to reach out via email. It is at the bottom of your screen and also online at channel3000.com.
All right, let's get a look at your first warned weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi has your forecast. Gary's talking a little frost chances out there.
Yeah, last day of September, we've got cloud cover. That will keep us from being frosty tonight. But tomorrow night could be a different story. You can see on high-resolution Doppler radar just some scattered showers. Every once in a while, you'll see a flash of lightning pop up. But for the most part, most of the thunderstorms have been back toward the Twin Cities, and those will die down pretty quickly after sunset. We'll still see a chance of showers overnight into the day tomorrow. But 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Those chances for showers will continue until tomorrow evening. Then skies will turn partly cloudy, and it'll turn cold. We're expecting low temperatures now in the middle 30s for both Thursday night and Friday night. so that could lead to some frost. And then look for cool temperatures to continue through the weekend, but a warm-up still on the way for next week. In fact, if anything, we've boosted temperatures a little bit for next week. Frost, definitely a possibility for both tomorrow night and for Friday night as well. A lot of it will depend on cloud cover. We have to get the clouds out of here early enough on for tomorrow night and then have them come in late enough on Friday night to get the maximum chances for frost. But it's high enough that we have alert days now in the forecast for both Friday morning and Saturday morning for the potential for widespread frost, especially in low-lying areas. Those will be the areas that are most susceptible, as well as areas north of Madison. But on future track, you can see how the shower chances will continue tonight into tomorrow morning. The cloud cover will keep our temperatures up tonight. But then as we head from tomorrow afternoon with high temperatures only in the lower 50s to tomorrow evening, notice how the skies clear out and look what happens by Friday morning. We're looking at those low temperatures through most of southern Wisconsin in the middle 30s, some lower 30s up north of the Dells, and even to the south, upper 30s means the possibility at least for some patchy frost. On Friday, we'll see high temperatures only around 50. Now notice the clouds coming in. They'll mainly be thin clouds, so that should not affect temperatures too much for Friday night, and that's why we have the possibility for frost on Friday night as well. Low temperatures this morning in the 30s through much of central and northern Wisconsin, middle 40s here in the southern part of the state, but with that same northwesterly wind flow continuing with pop-up showers, that will keep our temperatures up tonight, but again, we should clear out for tomorrow night, and that's what will give us the better chances for frost. And notice these cool temperatures across the Midwest. Temperatures right now mainly in the 50s and 60s. You really have to get down into Kansas and Missouri before you see temperatures in the 70s and low 80s. For tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 53 degrees. Best chances of showers will be in the morning, but the clouds should linger for much of the day. 7 to 10 day forecast. Again, those alert days for Friday morning and Saturday morning for the potential for frost. We'll see some showers from Saturday afternoon into Sunday, but after that, notice the temperatures going up. We've boosted the high temperatures a bit, upper 60s on Tuesday, and now it looks like upper 60s for Friday and low 70s into the following weekend, and that whole period should stay dry. So it'll give us a taste for some nice fall weather right about the time the leaves should be at their peak colors around here. First warn traffic, not a problem on the roads today, not seeing any issues on the Beltline as well as the major highways. A few slowdowns on East Washington Avenue, but the interstates on the east side of Madison, no problems there. Travel times on the Beltline, about 15 minutes either direction between University Avenue and the interstate heading out of Madison. It'll take you 26 minutes down to Janesville from the Beltline southward on I-3990, 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue, US 151, also a 16-minute commute. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Okay, Gary, thank you. And ahead on News 3 Now at 5, the Brewers set to take on the Dodgers tonight, but they'll be without one of their best players. We'll tell you why ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey, Madison voters, don't let the pandemic suppress your vote. Create your safe voting plan now. You have options. Visit cityofmadison.com/clerk to create your safe voting plan today. Brought to you by the Madison City Clerk's Office.
This is our chance to put the darkness of the past 4 years behind us, to end the anger, the insults, the division, and start fresh in America.
I don't pledge allegiance to red states of America or blue states of America. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America. I'm going to fight as hard for those who supported me as those who did not support me. We have a chance to put anger and division that have overtaken this country behind us, and we can. We've done it so many times in our history. We've begun anew. We can get control of this virus. We can reward work. We can make healthcare affordable. We can be a safe and just nation. We can deal with the existential threat of climate change. We can be what we are at our best. One nation, one people, one America. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Tired of dealing with mold and mildew in your bath or shower? Mad City Baths has a solution with durable bath and shower designs infused with Microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning.
Cleaning our new shower is so easy. I get the spray bottle out with the cleaner and some paper towels. It takes me 5 minutes. There's no scrubbing, there's no sore arm. It's so easy to maintain.
Now's the time to call. call. It's the end of the month, and 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will receive 75% off labor. Also, 60 months, no interest, plus a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with your bath or shower purchase. We'll take before and after photos. Plus, call during this program and receive a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Time is running out this month to be one of those 50 homeowners. Call 608-729-4466.
A woman who was young had COVID-19. I remember her because she had a bracelet that had the names of her children. She asked me, "Doctor, am I going to be okay?" And I could not give her the answer that I wanted to give her. There's no excuse for why we don't have this under control at this point. Joe Biden listens to medical experts. He actually has a plan that does the things that we should have been doing many months ago. And Joe Biden is not going to let his ego get in the way of fighting the disease.
FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
Hey, Madison voters, don't let the pandemic suppress your vote. Create your safe voting plan now. You have options. Visit cityofmadison.com/clerk to create your safe voting plan today. Brought to you by the Madison City Clerk's Office.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Brewers have released their 28-man roster for their 3-game wild card series against the Dodgers. One Milwaukee pitcher, a key one, was left off the list. The MLB's top reliever, in fact, Devin Williams, left off the roster. According to ESPN.com, he's dealing with an arm issue, so he won't be available for the entire series. Brent Suter will take the mound tonight for the Brewers. Walker Buehler for the Dodgers. First pitch, 9:08 Central Time. It'll be televised on ESPN.
UW-Madison has announced its winter commencement speaker. Former Badger and current U.S. World Team soccer player Rose Lavelle will be the commencement speaker for UW-Madison this winter. Lavelle started 4 years for the Badgers before becoming a member of Team USA for the World Cup. She appeared in 6 games for the U.S. in the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup and scored 3 goals, including the winning goal in the finals against the Netherlands. The winter commencement ceremony at UW will be virtual this year.
And stay with us. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Come visit Monk's and enjoy award-winning apps, burgers, and more while dining safely with us. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
We believe every baby deserves a healthy start. Yet many new parents in our community are struggling to afford the basic necessities. You can help change that.
October 8th through 11th, please donate to the News 3 Now Community Baby Shower. Drop off infant care items safely at these no-contact drive-through sites throughout Madison. Visit Channel 3000 for complete details. News 3 Now Community Baby Shower, sponsored by Viridian Homes and Dave Jones Inc.
Isn't it time you had a health insurance company that shares the same values as you? One that acts like a trusted health partner that not only offers easy access to the doctors, hospitals, and clinics of UW Health, but also sees the greater good in keeping us healthy in the first place. A company that understands that serving our community means serving all of our communities. Isn't it time you had Quartz? Quartz, health plans built with you in mind.
The Social Security Administration just released a report saying that if a plan like the one Trump is proposing goes into effect, the Social Security Trust Fund would be, and I quote, permanently depleted by the middle of calendar year 2023. Put it plainly, Trump's plan would wipe out Social Security. If I'm your president, we're going to protect Social Security and Medicare. You have my word. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. Now's the time to take your bathroom from outdated to outstanding in as little as 1 day. Just call Mad City Baths. From walk-in showers to walk-in tubs, premium wall designs like Sierra Sand, Arctic Ice, white travertine, and more with microban protection to prevent mold and mildew. Time's running out this month. Final days for 50 homeowners to save with 75% off labor, plus 60 months no interest, and a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. Last chance during this program to call for the $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Zip code and location are important. More than 50 will call, so don't miss out. Throughout Madison and South Central Wisconsin, dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Take a break from cooking at home and order takeout from your local Monk's Bar and Grill. Monk's is offering curbside pickup takeout service for your safety and convenience during these difficult times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com for takeout menus and online ordering.
Couple of scattered showers out there, Gary.
Yeah, for the most part, they'll be brief and light. You can see these on high-resolution Doppler radar. Every once in a while, there's a flash of lightning with them. Temperatures right now, 50s for the most part, a few 60s south and west of Madison. Tomorrow, look for a high of only 53, some showers, especially in the morning. And then alert days in the forecast for Friday morning and Saturday morning for the possibility for widespread frost with low temperatures in the middle 30s, but milder weather is on the way for next week.
All right, we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell coming your way next. Stay tuned.